A good evening, this is Nerdist the Human, and welcome back to Empire Total War, and you join me in Reykjavik, where last time we obviously took over Iceland and smashed the Danes out of the game. Now, whilst this isn't the best territory of all time, it does at least come with a level 3 major fishery. That's exciting, but more exciting than that is the fact that, yes, our boat will be swinging on down into the Americas. So, yes, our small navy and slightly bigger army are going to be swinging downwards towards the Leeway Islands and hopefully take us over a few territories over here. With any luck, the Spanish and the Britons won't get too annoyed at us for it, but yeah, it might just bring us into their circle a bit more than we're perhaps ready for. As for Europe, things are going pretty darn well in general. We're looking pretty solid over, well, solid enough over in Hanover at this point. Might still need to invest in a little bit more defence in this part of the world. But we are at least now making some deals with the likes of the Dutch, who we are trading with, and with any luck, we can get them on side over time. Poland-Lithuania are getting more and more worrying, actually, because this massive army over here in Gdansk is threatening Königsberg as well. Now, possibly not the worst thing to divide up some of these Prussian territories. Prussia can be a bit of a beast if they get going, but from my experience of watching people play this game, generally speaking, Prussia either become a massive doom empire or just wither down to one settlement at the start, and we'll hopefully see where that goes before too long. I wouldn't mind them being weak so that we can take Brandenburg quite easily, but we have to face Poland in one way or the other. Now, okay, elsewhere we have the Russians over here. We cannot manage to get peace no matter what. It was obviously somewhat burning down from us taking it over recently. It's actually feeling neutral right now, which is very nice indeed. We have done a bit of research trading, by the way, in between episodes. I can't remember what I did, but I did something. Yes, but in Jenny from the Maratha Confederation. I think I gave them carbines for that. Not to worry, but we are one turn away from the military syllabus. So we'll just keep some of our money back for all of that lovely nonsense. I think in general we should be absolutely fine to not worry about the Russians too much, but you know what? I think we probably just need to get these guys... How much is that going to cost? Quite a bit, actually. You know what? We'll just get one more unit trained. That's probably better. And maybe we'll just grow this guy a little bit. That'll be fine. And in time we'll fix the rest of that. But we might need to go mop up one or two more Russian armies. Maybe we'll have to be the ones to pay for peace, which seems ridiculous, but it's probably worth it, to be honest. We will see about that. Time, though, to end our turn. I probably shouldn't be too surprised, but it turns out that the pirates have themselves some pirate ships. Who'd have thunk it? And it is a bit of an issue, actually, because there's a massive galleon that there's no way that we can take out here, I don't think. Now, this race-built galleon is probably as strong as my Sith rate anyway. They have an extra sloop for just numbers, frankly, and the galleon is significantly stronger than my 5th rate flagship. So, with this big army on here, I really don't want to get it caught out in any way. So we're going to retreat north. I don't want to go north. Go west. Yes, he listened. Excellent. Go west. We might still be able to get there soon. And we have ourselves the military syllabus. That is excellent and very, very important, of course. So with that, we can get ourselves the drill school. Lovely stuff. There is a gentleman floating around here, but currently he's not doing too much to cause us problems. Okay, square formation. Actually, square formation is going to cost us a bit of upkeep, and I haven't really been facing cavalry charges so far. Now, the Polish with their hussars, we want to bear that in mind, but we'll go for grenades for now. It's 4 turns until we can change over to fire by rank. So if square formation is only 2 turns away, that's fine. If we need to swing into it quickly, we can always do that. But we need fire by rank, really, to deal with Poland. So about 13 turns or so away from that at the current stage. I might actually, do I have anyone in Karlstadt? It doesn't say I do. No. Did I never send anyone there? I felt like I did, but probably not. Yes, of course, the gentlemen over here in Odense are actually now gone, aren't they? They were Danish lads who were blocking me from researching. So currently we've got that underway. Odense, what you could do, actually, maybe we'll finish that first. Physiocracy +2 per turn to wealth in the region. Yeah, we'll get that in first, but after that maybe you can come and join in the fire by rank research. I really want to throw that one up as quick as possible. Military technology speed sped up. That is excellent news. Ancillary gain for our king, which is lovely. A choir master. I won't read into that too much. Yes, he just loves music. I'm sure that is it. And with that, excellent work. And agent detected. Oh yes, of course, the gun-wielding scumbag of a duelist Bruce is apparently Russian. Don't believe it. Unit recruited over in Muscovy. That's excellent because we can hopefully then mop up some of these chaps. That's we probably don't need to show another one of those mopping up videos. That was most of the last episode anyway. Right, yet more over here. Well, we can probably send some of the Kiev lads to do that, although these forces desperately need some retraining themselves, actually. So, okay, we'll do a tiny bit of merging, but actually the merging, yeah, is just going to actually make them disappear. So, okay, they've got some good experience on them, to be fair, so we'll retrain a couple units, but it's going to cost us. I'll make sure I've got my money spent in the right place first. We'll mop those guys up, but more importantly than that, okay, the Americas. Here's our boat. Here are the pirates. We need to get down to the Leeway Isles. Now, I think the key issue is they'll be able to reach us no matter where we go over here, I think. But the most important thing, I believe, is just staying out of trade route sight. That is presumably how they saw where we were. And they should have no idea so long as we just steer clear of that. So we have a little bit of movement left over here. And I think it's just straight along in this direction, isn't it? We'll just peek a tiny bit more. Tiny bit more. And that's it. Okay. Does that mean that we can swing down here next time? It looks like it because it's got a red arrow to the port, and then we can wander along the Isles up to Antigua's Leeward Isle of Doom. Beautiful. Okay, that looks successful because as long as I can't see that trade route, presumably they can't see me either, and that's how vision works, probably. I don't know anything, frankly, but we'll go along with that for the time being. So, Kiev over here. This army, actually, what can we recruit here? Actually, quite a bit. We have dragoons here already. We do. So, we train them when we leave them here. That probably suggests is actually we have a regiment of horse wants to be retrained. I know I didn't use them like dragoons in the battle. Possibly could, but I'm not too worried about it. We've spent our money retraining that one unit, and now we can afford nothing else. Or those two, anyway. Okay, in theory, I think what we're going to do with Poland is, when it comes to it, Vilnius from this direction, Minsk from this direction, and maybe they'll take a peace. If I trade the Minsk back or something, I don't know. I just want Warsaw, really, just to win the game. But that's intriguing. Right, I'm going to go mop up these guys out here in the field, and I'll probably see you on the next turn. We might as well get into the battle a little bit here, because some of you did want to look up close and personal to these lads in battle, and I think because... Oh, good, lovely, they're fleeing. I think because I'm not actually very experienced with this particular game, I've been kind of more focused on the general wider battle, but I suspect, yeah, we probably should actually focus at this point on a little bit of the cinema as well. So let's go and get these dragoons to chase these guys down. Was planning on getting the dragoons out to shoot them in the back, but you know what, it's absolutely fine. We'll just get these guys moving forward. You guys are just going to get into that flank as planned, and we'll get another lovely little video up close and personal to these guys as we shoot them on. So these are our line infantry, by the way. I did like the little drummer for the Cossacks over there. It was quite beautiful. Great uniforms in these days and ages, I guess. I guess that the shot's almost so inaccurate. It doesn't really matter that everyone's so visible in these beautiful uniforms. You might as well be as visible as possible because, you know, actually, you can look stylish, damn it. It's magnificent. And there we are, nice little action. We can see we've got our bayonet there, stuck on the end. Excellent stuff. And the back line are just standing there right now because we don't have fire by rank. There we are. So yeah, when we got fire by rank, it'll be 1, 2, 3 with all the kneeling down action. But right for now, I keep on using lines of 2 for, yes, the obvious reasons we can see in front of us here. Hoping the dragoons are doing their job. They have mopped them all up at this point. Come on, finish them off because I want to get you over here to do a bit of flanking. No, we're not going to see the dragoons today, are we? I don't think so. Well, they are now fleeing, and hopefully we'll mop them all up. But part of the reason we keep on not getting to see mount or dismount with the dragoons is actually because, well, The game is expecting us to use long lines of shooting each other, but I keep on just sending units out to flank anyway, and that's kind of what you're supposed to do with these guys, get around the back and dismount and shoot them. I'm kind of already doing that. I mean, it is an efficient and a quick way of doing it for sure, but yeah, we probably won't get to do it quite as often as you might expect, but I kind of like the concept of them. But if nothing else, it just reminds me of that gunpowder only as Spain, even though these guys are clearly in this majestic blue jacket rather than the Spanish guys. But even so, on we go, sweeping up more and more Russians down into the soil. Well, on the intern, the Russians are having another little wander towards Moscow. Maybe just going to burn down more of my stuff, but I have sent a detachment from Kiev to go and deal with them. Unfortunately, it looks like they might... Oh, they're still going to manage to burn down a farm. I wasn't quite in position to intercept them, but the real question is about the pirates. Are the pirates going to make it to us? Because they're the ones who really don't want to. It looks like we've got away with it. We have indeed. Okay, spy, our rake over here has got himself blocked by a Catholic missionary. I would say get rid of him. There we are. So there's nothing over there in Lviv, that's fine. We want to go and send this guy over towards Warsaw and Königsberg again, because this rake over here is going to head over to these borderlands instead, because there's a Prussian army. Yes, we need to know what they're doing. Somewhere around here we should be able to see all three of these cities. Not so worried about Westphalia. We need to just keep an eye on them, but I think we'll be okay with them. How are we doing? Dresden, big army. Berlin, big army. And Prague, big army. Well, these guys can just keep fighting each other for the time being. I'm quite happy with that situation. Over in Ukraine, we got ourselves a lovely gentleman. Excellent. I don't think we have a school here, do we? No, there is no school. I'm already quite aware of that. Fine. Can you find a way of getting to anywhere? I mean, I guess you can make it to a dense one day. I guess the best thing actually is just make it up to... Yeah, make it up to land somewhere. Okay, make it to the edge of the land up in the north, and then a boat will come pick you up, I suppose. He gets himself a beautiful, beautiful escort. Technology advance. Okay, basic steam pump is now available because of common land enclosures. That's great work. You now then, what have you moved on to? You've moved on to the basic steam pump. And did we want that immediately? Minus 10% cost of construction, metalwork building. Lovely, lovely stuff. Okay, you know what? It's not a terrible idea, is it? Maybe, though, all right, 6 turns. Maybe do that for 6 turns, and then you can join in fire by rank after that. I think that would be a sensible idea. We're going to start getting lots of people on that in the near future. Enemy raid on the farmland we just saw, unfortunately. And there's more of these Russians around. I mean, we did scatter them when we battled them at Kiev before, didn't we? So we've got to deal with that issue. So I've got to continue mopping up these forces. So I'll deal with that. But obviously the much more exciting business is out here in the sea, where our boats have not been attacked by pirates. And hopefully we can make it to Antigua. So let's swing down. No pirates as we pass. Yeah, so the line indeed was there, the trade route, as we thought. And if I'm right here, we should be making it, because it doesn't seem to be anyone intercepting us. Oh, that's exciting news. And the army's made it. The army has made it. We got ourselves a pirate mob, in brackets, mob. They look like... who says historical total war is... I mean, this was quite old, this game, Thomas. Anyway, these look like definitely accurate pirates, and in no way Hollywood version of pirates. Right, we need to go and mop these guys up. Mob them up. That did not work. It's demand surrender. They refused. Okay, well, we've got them absolutely outgunned in every sense of the word. Artillery advantage, cavalry advantage, and infantry advantage. Let's go and take out Jan Buth. It didn't occur to me that there's obviously going to be a star fort here, or one of the slightly pointy forts anyway, but hey ho, it is what it is. We'll see what these cannons are going to do. They actually can shoot further than I realised. I think we'll just slowly get moving up. They don't normally do too much damage, but maybe we'll just leave our general and the cav in the forest there, just to make sure they're maybe as safe as they can be. I don't know if that really makes any difference, but we'll see. They're going to send their men across this wall. That's interesting. I would have loved to demolish it just as they got there, but we didn't quite do it. Unfortunately, they're now going to get moving. And sadly, that's not going to be a break for us in the important position. But can we just aim at this bit over here? I think we can. Lovely stuff. We'll get ourselves another hole in the wall, and maybe, just maybe, we can shove them off and waltz on him. We can kill a couple of them. That would be lovely. Here we are at ground level, approaching the fort itself, and they're all just lined up in there, or I say lined up, they're just mobbed up in a big pile of men. So we're just going to V-shape them and just see if we can pull them out. We might be able to tease them, but I'm not sure about that. We're just going to get everyone into a vague kind of position. Indeed, they might actually start coming out if we're lucky. Indeed they are, which means we can just shoot them down. Excellent news. There are some cannons still being used up there, which is interesting. We're going to start climbing up in various positions, which is going to work in our favour, I think. That's also been blown up. Cannon, if you can just shoot them, that'd be lovely. Maybe just... I want to kind of shoot around them, and maybe it will work, but I don't know. We'll just see about that. Anyway, apparently they're shooting up there, which isn't quite what I envisaged them doing, but you know what? If you've got a good shot, you might as well go for it. That's interesting. Right, where are the other lads who are supposed to be up close? You guys, get yourselves right into there, and we'll just get a few shots in. Then if they want to come for a melee, we'll do it. Let's speed this up. We've got a few men climbing up the wall. We should hand-to-hand be in a fairly good position. We're just going to try and just kill them with sheer numbers at this point, but you'll probably lose a couple more than I want to, simply because, taking on the fort will, I guess, have some problems attached to it. But I think these guys are probably largely going to be nice support at this point, and not an awful lot more than that. Here we are then, right at the entrance, the burning entrance to the fort, and I think hopefully going to get some shots away. Here comes the drum roll. No one's shooting yet. Maybe shoot. They don't fancy doing it. Here comes the drum roll. And some of you going to shoot? Anyone going to shoot? There's just a big mob there. Do you want to gun them down? No? Okay, we don't. Oh, there's a few shots. We got a few shots in. Okay. Let me just get a charge in there. That's fine. They've got men behind them to support. We've actually somehow killed the enemy general early doors. That's excellent, because I was not intending on any of that nonsense. How are we doing up here? 95 to their 106. That's not particularly good. Generals over in that part of the world. Unfortunately, this is the gateway they're actually going to open, isn't it? Indeed it is. So probably wouldn't mind the general actually running around here. Just try and get that sorted out for us. This guy at the front, not you guys up there. Actually, you guys, you're in that position. Well, yeah, you're in a good position here just to start shooting down at these guys. That's excellent news. You guys just shoot them from up there. They're actually wavering, so we do need to finish them off first, Thomas. So maybe, yeah, you guys go on to hand-to-hand with them, but everyone else, get your shots from up here. Can we get a nice visual of this? Yeah, shoot down at these guys if it's all possible. Something. Anyone want to get on with it? Such a good position. Such an good position. There we go. In come the shots from above, and that's hopefully going to do something. Something's burning. These guys are 105, so they're barely taking any losses whatsoever. So that's pretty solid. Up here, 49, 71. That's going terribly, by the way, Thomas. We could do with, well, maybe that unit's just going to get sacrificed. But looks like we're winning everywhere else. Fine, I think this gateway is under our control at this point, so get both cav in actually. Get both cav in over here, and we'll run them into position. That will be excellent. Shots from above should be doing lots and lots of excellent work. They are coming to reinforce up here, which is not surprising to be honest, but we can get these cav into a nice position. We can hopefully do a charge, and that will be a very nice bit of work. General can just plonk himself on the plaza. Provincial cav, you get yourselves up into a nice formation over here, and make it snappy, please. General, you do the same. And with that, okay, I think we're in a good position here. Get the charge in, laddie, Jim. Up close and personal on the slightly juddering lads. 158. The timer is now on its way. And hopefully a little charge in the rear will do some good to these guys. Steady, very tight. Steady, 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 steady. That's fine. Don't need to worry about that too much. It just means we've got someone in the rear, and that's hopefully going to do some good damage. Get yourselves out of there. And you, my good sir, can you just shoot down from up there? That's what we need to do. This guy's holding him off. This guy, as much as possible, needs to be shooting. Horses are putting out for a second go. So get yourselves turned around. Let's finish these lads off. Oh, they are trying to get down to the plaza now, but we're just going to smash into them. Take this, Stevie Jim. And we kind of missed half the Steves in a couple of the gyms, but it's all fine. We seem to have largely done something. 74, steady. Just hold on for another 45 seconds and we'll have the battle. Honestly, I think capturing this is actually the best way of doing it. We'll lose a couple more cav in this hold, but that's fine. Oh, they're technically going to get back onto the plaza now and set the timer. Oh, wavering. General, get on top of him as well. Get on top of him. It's about to stop the timer. It doesn't reset like in earlier games, by the way. It's just going to, yeah, just go back or just turn off for a little while. But I think it's the best way of doing it. All infantry, yeah, you're on guard already. That's fine by me. 18 seconds, we'll speed it up. And we'll just get ourselves an official surrender because we don't need to lose. No, here we are. You see the timer's paused now, which is a bit irritating. Let's just make sure he's off. Is that the timer? I think it's because the general's off the centre, actually. Get the general back in position. There we go. Victory and glory will be ours in a few seconds' time. Lovely stuff. And you want to give a victory? There's a victory. I think we'll just take it, to be honest. Heroic victory. Even though these guys got completely obliterated. It's supposed to be too experienced, damn it. I did not think we'd lose that many men. We might just have to siege out the next one if it has a star fort like that, because that was way too much damage. I might need to work on how we approach those in future, but... Oh, that was a bit dramatic. Yes, we have ourselves plantation. So we have ourselves a plantation now. Sugar. Well, that's good. That's a new resource for us, although I guess we don't have a trade port to do anything with it just yet. Are you a trade port? That's Barbados. Oh, Martinique is French. Of course it is. Okay, the other pirate one down here. You have yourselves a port. That is another shipyard. Interesting. So 2 shipyards. We only need one of them. So potentially shipyard level 2. I guess this is more immediate in terms of getting out, so it's slightly further out. Although, do you want the trade? All that. Well, it's going to have to go past France and Spain either way, so it doesn't make any difference if it's swinging past them. We might as well have ourselves... Oh, I don't know where the trade port should go. I don't think it matters too much. What matters most of all is that we have 1 shipyard and 1 trade port. So, how are we looking on the island here? 5. That's not too bad. We'll do a little bit of merging of some of these forces and see what we end up with. And we have 56, 53. That's a little bit irritating. So actually we won't be able to recruit any of these. Although actually apparently we can get line infantry over here on the Leeway Isles. But yeah, some of these places, particularly as you get further south, potentially, you know, we might not be able to recruit everything we want to. Might need something more local, lads. Fine, I think if at all possible, I want to take my army, pretty much all the guys who are alive, and we'll get ourselves back on the boat. So you guys just step out a minute. How are you feeling about that? 0, that's okay. Yeah, we'll just have to leave those guys behind. Actually, you know what? We'll stay in here for now. We'll just retrain a couple units up. That will be fine. And with a couple of units retrained, then we can swing on to the next side. I don't want anyone else taking this, so we'll need to deal with that. Ancillary gain, by the way, plus I'm happy to the nobility. A sommelier, excellent. I love a good bucket of claret. Might go for some port. We've now captured the Leeway Isles. Excellent. Someone's been blocked, which I think we already saw that message before. Enemy raid on the Tuna farmland. That was rather irritating, but I'll have to mop them up as well. And we already discussed all of this nonsense. Okay, time to mop up these guys, but we do have a bit of money now. So I suspect, and there's one more of those, I won't fix it up until they have gone past, but... Ooh, Royal Observatory. Yeah, Kiev is actually quite nicely built up, actually, isn't it? Ordnance Factory, I don't think we'll need that there. We do have the opportunity to start maybe putting some other investments in, so Governor's residence. Do we want to be doing that? I don't know that we do right now. But there might be some stuff we want to do. Maybe some of these roads wouldn't be the worst plan, but I might look around first. There could be some better things that we can spend our money on. We have ourselves a new port over in Courland, which is excellent. I'm going to get myself a fishery. I'm just going to continue with the population at this stage. A bit of money. I've spent quite... well, actually not that much money, but I've got all of my farms basically getting the new tenant farms, which were available in several of my territories, I believe. So yeah, all of these are now getting their way towards tenant farming. We are one turn away from the drill school, very importantly. But yeah, I think we should probably do a little bit of assassination attempts once again. So maybe you're not quite so good as the other guy. So can you do a little bit of assassination on this guy? You can't? Oh, yes, you can. There you go. Duel him. Let's see how it goes. Dueling result. Here he arrives. I thought he was injured there. I thought it was a cast. But there we are. I'm hoping we claim ourselves victory this time. Ah! Slash his gut away. And hopefully this is the result of the events. Duel was won. Excellent. He was allowed to leave it alive with his honour intact. We know he's got no honour. He literally gunned him down last time. Well, at least we knocked him out of our town, if nothing else. That's a little bit silly and annoying, isn't it? Okay, money's starting to pick up a little bit. 4,000 odd, having spent a little bit already this term. We're just going to continue to have to go hunt down what's left of these Russians. The flag is very tattered, by the way, or the banner is, so we can tell these are damaged units. They were, again, that battle in Kiev back a few turns ago. But they have settled down a little bit, and we're getting some of those guys gradually retrained, sort of. Get the Dragoons retrained first and foremost. We've got some of the Kremlin Incarnate there. They were quite rude to me when I tried to do some technology trades, but some of most people, because pretty much everyone's a massive dick. So let's not worry too much about it. But okay, we'll perhaps have to find something else to worry about in the short term, because yes, Antigua, not making me too much money, but tell you what, if we grab most of our forces here, maybe we'll grab those 50 guys as well, and yeah, get yourselves onto the boats. Lovely stuff. I'll be on the boat, by the way. Navy, get out of port. There we go. But the army's supposed to be on the boat. Get on the boat, for Pete's sake. Anyway, let's use that to go and get ourselves down to the next island. Okay. So, similar kind of situation. I think we'll, demand surrender. We'll just continue the siege on this occasion. If they want to sally forth, they can. We'll be fine. We've got enough men to do it. We just need to be a little bit more sensible than last time. Trinidad and Tobago will surely be ours. And yeah, we have enough here. Yeah, 0. I didn't actually check that, but it's chill. Don't panic too much. So we'll tell those guys to retrain. That is excellent. Don't need to worry about India, but we will just go have a quick look at Reykjavik, which I believe has, yes, I'm pretty sure Cav, who I'd quite like to actually maybe send somewhere, and same with these guys actually. So at some point maybe, you know what, we do need some investment, and I must remember to get more Indiamen out, so I'm going to invest in 2 right now. Do we actually spend the money? Yes, we do spend the money as we line them up. So let's get 2 more Indiamen. In fact, can we actually do that over in Antigua, come to think of it? Sleep, brig, and a sip rate. Okay, no. Are the Indiamen more out of... I don't know if that's an upgrade or what. I'll just have to check that out. This kind of port is a trading port, so yes, it makes sense that they can get themselves the Indiamen from the trade port. Fine, I've just got a trade port out there. We can do that as well, but things looking much better in terms of our economy, and I'm just going to keep investing in economic things when I do get my money, because I don't think we need to be pushing out too many troops right now. Need to keep an eye on Poland, but I'm not really planning on sacking them until we got 5 by rank, so there might be a few turns away yet. Some important construction reports over. What are the British doing over there? Anyway, let's ignore them for a minute. Although there is something we can build over here. That's fun. Timber. Okay, we might actually. Let's go and get that logging camp. Why not? We have a bit of money to do it. Okay, tenant farms are being built, which is excellent news. But more importantly, the drill school. And yeah, more raids on these annoying Russians who I'm trying to chase down. There we go. We might finally actually catch them and burn them to the ground. At the border over here, by the way, yes, we do have some troops. We should probably... We can recruit a general at this time. Yeah, we'll probably just get one more thing sorted out. Fur market, 2,500. Probably a decent investment, actually, to be fair. But, okay, at this point, we are now starting, by the way, to build up a church school. We've got these things actually fixed up. Ukraine has itself some nice iron workshops, more iron, lots of iron, actually. And some tenant farms can be built over here on both of them as well. Oh, this is lovely. We're finally getting a bit of actual investment going on. Ancillary gained for this guy, who's a pretty boy. Squawk. And, oh, that's good. Morale in battle, that's what we want. Okay, so how are we doing, by the way? +1 to land battles, +2 to morale, +1 to morale. Okay, this is looking very good indeed. So yes, at 45, he's still got plenty of time to continue his conquering work. He's got 1 turn till surrender there, so nothing too worthy of note going on in that part of the world. I don't really know what the British are doing right now. I think the AI might have been doing what it's standard. We're just going to explore because we can kind of things, but I don't know what they're doing. I think they're friendly enough, so let's not worry. The French are also here with a fleet. Interesting. Indiamen, kind of a waste of your Indiamen, to be honest. Maybe send them off to, you know, India or something like that. Fishery, up to fishing fleet. I think we'll upgrade that as well. Again, we'll just get the infrastructured, please. All of that would be absolutely lovely. That's a Polish thing, by the way, Thomas. Okay, this turn we probably do need to just make sure, actually, over in this part of the world that we have a tiny bit more in Hanover, because we can maybe just afford another unit at this point. How is the army looking here? We've got dragoons, militia, cannon, although that's the 12-footer artillery, which is nice, and 4 of those 5. Okay, that's okay for defending if we need to do that kind of thing. Not brilliant, but hopefully it'll do. There are full stacks in both of these, which is slightly terrifying. No idea how we're going to deal with them other than them mutually destroying each other. This is why we're investing right now. This is why we're very much investing in our towns growing. And let's see how we're doing with that, by the way. How are we doing with town growth? Okay, we're up to, yeah, plus 1.13, 0.8, 0.8, 0.1 for Hanover. Is there much I can do for you? You don't really have a lot going on. You're 42 turns from a new development. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. I don't know that we can do very much to help you, though, because currently there's not a lot going on here. That's a shame. 0.8, even in Iceland we've got good population growth. Actually, can we upgrade these farms? We can indeed. That's lovely stuff. That's Hanover again. Back in the Leeway Isles, we don't even need to exempt from that. No villages left. That's fully developed. Muscovy is 0.59. That's not that good. Can we exempt them from the tax? That's down to 1. Yes. Finally, Moscow is paying tax. That is the best news. 0.4. Even growing up in Karelia. That's lovely news. Kiev 0.5. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, we're growing now. And that's really, really important for us. So yeah, as I say, we're underdeveloped, but we're starting to grow, and gradually some of these things will hopefully get filled out. There are some more mines and furs, which we need some tech for to start moving forward. On the note of tech, we can now get fire by rank. We're just going to... should get the grenades. Yeah, let's get the grenades. We're 1 turn away, then both of them are going to focus on fire by rank. And that will speed that one up nicely. And we've got another gentleman on their way, actually, as well, which is good. So, alright, things looking very positive right now. We'll see if the pirates want to surrender to us. On the intern, we are once again mopping up more and more Russian lads, and we've of course got ourselves plenty and plenty of shotgun cannons, which are going to cause all sorts of nightmares for them. So yeah, let's get ourselves in close and dirty in the battle here, particularly as these cannons are about to get themselves. Ooh, they are falling like skittles. That's just beautiful. And yeah, they're not going to fight for too long. Indeed, they're running away. I think these Cossacks know something that I don't, because they seem to be hiding behind this wall. They look awfully like, my good sirs, that the problem is hiding in the wheat. Down they go. And yeah, apparently we hadn't killed the general till now. Oh, they've woken up. Time to run away, Steve. Time to run away. And yeah, okay, we've actually won this time, I think. Let's run them down, boys. I promise one day we will end our turn, but we do actually need to bother dueling this guy and actually finishing him off this time. How are we doing it? Your opponent was killed. Yay! Okay. Finally, Swedenborg, the greatly named man, the man you'd expect to do it, has finally done it. Something of a blade. He's won a couple times before now, to be fair. It's just he's finally actually killed the darn fool. Right, traits gains. That's lovely. So with that, we should be in a better position to continue the research, and we can finally actually end our turn. And the pirates are indeed going to come in for an assault, and this should be much simpler because we're actually defending this time. They've only lost a few of their men from the siege, so it's a pretty fair up fight, but I think we've got it. Let's head in. On this occasion, we actually have ourselves some lovely wicker baskets to defend us. It's like a wagon. Hi, sir. What are you doing up here? I mean, I've been impressed, but... well, actually, I'm more impressed the fact that you're standing like this. Well done. We're going to hope Steve survives the battle, because darn, Steve, you're impressing me today. Excellent stuff. Okay, well, our cannons have themselves a beautiful defensive position. All of these wicker baskets are hopefully fine. I hope underneath the wicker baskets we have flaming pigs or something like that. That would be excellent. Certainly a surprise for this mob as they approach us, but I think in general we'll probably be fine. We've even got ourselves some cav hidden in the forest to go some proper old school Rome Total War. Hopefully just to mop them up. Oh, that was a bit loud, sir. I was trying to commentate. But yes, lovely stuff. Yeah, hopefully we can just mop them up as they start to flee, but if I'm unlucky, these guys are going to go so wide where they might end up catching us, which would be rather irritating. Hopefully the horses are quite quiet. No, they're not! They've been spotted. That was excellent timing. Okay, I thought we might just be able to be hidden there, but one of the horses obviously neighed. Ridiculous horse lad. Okay, you get yourself into the rear. You must be canister, nearly canister. Okay, we're into a nice position now. These guys are maybe just a little bit in a vulnerable position here. Get yourself over to canister at this point. That will be marvellous. For some reason, they're really focusing all their effort on that side. Steve actually has himself a friend now. Yay! There's 3 of them up there. That's excellent. Okay, you guys go and get yourself in a bit of a flanking position. That will be marvellous. And this guy is actually kind of in trouble. You know what? Bring him over here. That will be... oh, they're not going to last long in fairness. This flank is going to melt like the proverbial cheese. And cavalry, what do you want to do? Honestly, just stay back for the time being. We'll start mopping them up as they flee. There's another guy coming on him. Yeah, you run over like that. To be honest, these guys aren't dead yet, so maybe we should get them dead before we start worrying about all of that nonsense. Yeah, so you just all blast in on this guy. He's now moving himself over, which is kind of irritating. Oh, no, they're coming back in for it. This is all chaotic and nonsensical. Okay. This guy likewise might just want to... oh, I like Steve up there on his little plinth. It's beautiful. Okay, you need to get yourself over here because this guy's getting himself ripped apart right now. Can you please just get a few more of your beautiful shots in? Need a few more artillery shots just to support all of this nonsense. Can you get on with it, please? We need you. Shoot this guy. He's right there. Shoot this Steve. He's right there. That's this guy. He's really not helping. Yes. Okay. And that's what we needed to see. That is exactly what we needed to see. Both of them have... only wavering. You impress me, sir. Okay, over on this side, reinforcements are coming on in. That's what we need to be seeing. The cannons are absolutely obliterating them over there. That's fine by me. Get yourselves over here. I must say, this music really reminds me of of, what do you call it, Star Wars, but kind of like Star Wars Episode 1 kind of Star Wars, I would say, kind of like the prequel trilogy. Look how many men that just took out. That is just unbelievable, Jeff. Love it. Oh yeah, we got horses to go and mop these guys up. Go mop them up, please. Mop them up, Jeff. And I think by and large, oh, there's a bit of an infantry bout over there. You guys come in, fight them, and hopefully that'll be fine. Send in the general as well. Why not? I fancy our chances. These guys are going to get themselves shot as they run away. And cannon. You can probably change back to canonic shots now, which is lovely. And at this stage, yes, you get back to your position standing on the Steve pedestal. That will be magnificent stuff. They are kind of pulling themselves back together, and only the cavalry is a little bit too slow. So Cav, bring yourself back. We're going to go for round 2. This flank has now been cleared out. The Cav, the general Cav, are just going to go and mop them up properly. We're going to get these guys back in position. They've lost quite a few men, unfortunately. There's an awful lot of mob. I think that's the main issue we've got here. It's just a lot to kill. But I think we'll be fine in general. These guys can go over to canister. If you have a canister shot at them, please do. I'm not sure they're quite allowed to be shot from there, actually. It's a bit of a shame. If they run across us, then they certainly will be. Okay, let's get the Cav back across this time. I mean, this time we'll be able to mop them up. There's not a huge amount left, to be fair. These guys, for some reason, are... yeah, they're coming into hand-to-hand because I've left them on hand-to-hand. That makes sense, Thomas. Totally makes sense. You guys, maybe just swing over there. These guys can gun them down. And to be honest, the Cav is coming on in. They're steady, but we'll get the Cav in just to finish that off. General is fighting someone, by the way. And should he be? I don't know. Yes, he is just mopping up. That's absolutely fine. So yeah, this is a little bit more slow to finish than I'd like. Cav's just charging on in. They're wavering. Hopefully about to be gone. Indeed, they're gone. Good, 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 good. Okay, you know, quite a few men shooting down this guy. It's going to take us a little longer than we planned, but victory will be ours eventually, damn it. To celebrate our victory, we're going to get ourselves up on the pedestal, which is lovely. This guy's going for a bit of parkour. Love it. And victory is officially ours now. We're just mopping up a few of them who are left fighting or just running away over there. So we'll mop them up for a bit of experience, but good to see you getting ready, lads. It's absolutely fine. I think Steve has won us the battle. We still lost ourselves the best part of 300 men there, which is not ideal, but yeah, enemy raid. Yeah, the Russians, unfortunately, are invading way over in the east now, which is irritating. But Trinidad and Tobago has been captured, which is excellent news. We have ourselves a sugar plantation that we could build, which seems like a sensible investment, to be honest. Let's go and have a quick look then at what do we need. It's on government trade. Sugar 19. Okay, spices are what's really worth the good money these days. But we do have ourselves trade with Westphalia as well as United Provinces. Westphalia trade is actually worth more than theirs is, which is interesting. So maybe trade more of those nearby neighbours. Some of this is being lost, sadly. But hey ho. Right. Looking very positive. Nation destroyed the pirates. Ah, how deeply, deeply sad. I've taken them out of the game. Now, we can obviously fix up the governor's mansion. Did I do that over here, by the way? No, I never did. Okay, that's excellent. Now, the shipyard. I need to figure this out, what I want in terms of the trade. That's a low yield plantation. That's a high yield plantation. So, does it make any difference if I put the trade over here or the shipyard over here? Probably not, but I'm going to repair that one. I'm going to turn this one actually into a trade port instead. Okay, that's just what I'm going to do, and I hope it will all be absolutely fine. Construction report, tenant farm, school, church school. Oh, that's good news. And a local fishery. So we are getting plenty more in at this point. And Russia, let's just try one more time to try and get some goddamn peace from these fools. So I'm going to offer them. I'm going to offer them carbines and grenades because I don't care too much about that. I'm going to offer them 5 turns of military access. I'm even going to pay them 1,000 just to sod off. Thank Jesus. Can we finally be done with this nonsense? Although we have given them access, so hopefully Don't take that as an opportunity to go and burn things. But at the very least, fix a few things up. Right, hopefully that peace can last, but we'll see about that. Right, send those guys back home. Send these guys off to Kiev at this point. That will be excellent. Luckily for us, the Poland-Prussian War is just keeping everything very, very distracted in this part of the world, which is just what I want to see. Can I quite see all 3 towns at once? I can just about do it there. So yeah, 2 full stacks for them in this part of the world, and a little bit more wandering too. Recruitment report. Oh yes, we have ourselves an Indiaman. That's great news. I don't see any reason why anyone can intercept our boats. So we'll just go and tell you to head off to the Mid-Atlantic Theatre. You can come and join us for the time being. We'll work that one out in time. Ooh yeah. So we've got ourselves several things: improved grenades and physiocracy. So they're pretty much both just general goods. Now the thing about a lot of these is that a lot of these options aren't all good. There's sort of positives and negatives going on. We're going to focus on fire by rank. In our dense, we're going to do the same thing. Can we do that? We can't actually focus on the same thing. You would think we could, but apparently we can't. So let's get square formations then. That'll be fine. These guys are finishing that up. And yeah, we have ourselves a little bit of gentleman research going on. New port has emerged in Ingria over in St. Petersburg. That's very nice news indeed. How is your growth looking? 0.41. We're just going to go for more fisheries. I know they're not necessarily the greatest thing, but we'll stick for them for now and worry about that in time. Okay, things looking pretty positive now. We've finally got some peace, so even if I had to pay Russia with tons and tons of stuff to bugger off, but at the very least they can. So they got Kazan over there, which is probably their strongest region now. I don't really know. They've at the very least got some line infantry out there, so that's something. We can get this guy replenished just to make sure we have something on the border. We'll get units over here replenished, which is, I guess, just what we have to do. And other than that, things are largely getting invested in now. Last 1500, I might just get myself something like cobbled roads over. Actually, is that the best place to do it? St. Petersburg already has cobbled roads. Riga does not. So let's just get it through here because that's a region we're going to be travelling through. So we'll spend our money like that. But okay, we're going to leave it there, I think, for now. Things looking pretty positive. The main thing today, of course, was the old Pirates of the Caribbean down here have been defeated. And with that, we have ourselves some forces over here who are looking pretty good, to be honest. We're going to get ourselves a couple sugar plantations in time. Get our trade port as well, which will be nice. Trade port and a shipyard, kind of ideal. And from there, yeah, our money might just start to go up a little bit more, which is looking very positive indeed. We are about 10 turns from fire by rank, which means we've got about 10 turns to build up money and get ourselves ready for this attack on the poles. So if we aren't going to accept peace, we'll have to deal with us smashing through all their territory, which we need to do before too long anyway. So that's all absolutely marvellous. We can get this guy onto the ship. He can go and join one of the schools and hopefully speed up all of that lovely goodness. But for now, I will leave you. I am Thomas, this is Nerd is the Human, and this has been Empire Total War. Thank you, and bye-bye. Welcome to Babylon, which is empty. Oh, Steve's dead. Bit of a shit. They seem a bit sad about it all. It's okay, guys. This is what it's about. Oh, they turned their backs. We did actually break them with a charge. Exceptional. How are we doing this? They may take our armies, but they'll never take our spies.